Hi guys, it's Nancy, and today I wanted to show you how to make a floating ornament. And this is the picture of my kids, which I have put inside this ornament. There's a little bit of snow in there, but it looks like, see, it's transparent. It looks like it's floating, so therefore it's called a floating ornament. So we're going to show you how to do it. It's actually pretty easy. Show you the supplies. So again, we're starting out with the flat ornaments, which I got from Michael's on sale. This was a pack of 4. I saw these at Target today, and Target was charging $5 for each one. So this was $10, but I got it at Michael's on sale, and I think I paid $5 for all of them. It wasn't very much, but they are plastic, and they're about 3.5 inches wide, I believe. So we're going to start with those. You're going to print your picture, and I printed mine on my inkjet printer. This is computer printable transparent plastic sheets, and you can see I got this at Hobby Lobby for $6.99. Don't forget you can use your Hobby Lobby coupon on your phone. You usually get 40 or 50% off an item. And this is one I had years ago. I don't know if Die Cuts with a View still makes this, but you want to make sure that it's printable transparency. And on the directions, which are on the back, it tells you want to print on the rough side. So when you pull these sheets out, there is a smooth side and a rough side. So you want to make sure you load it into your printer with the rough side being the printed side, because that's what's going to hold on to the ink for you. Once you have the picture printed, and I just use my photo editing software to try to print it into a circle about the same diameter as what the ornament is. You're going to cut that. Now, you want to let this dry a few minutes because, again, it's ink is still sitting on there. So you want to let this dry. And I printed these probably about 10 or 15 minutes ago, and it still feels a little tacky, but it should be okay. And you're going to cut that out in a circle. However, the trick to this is you want to leave a little portion at the top there. So I have my cutting mat here, and then I have a circle cutter, but you can use a die cut machine. You can use, you know, like a can and trace around it. Now, the first one I made was slightly small, so I had to kind of rig the picture, but this one I'm going to make a little larger. I think that's good right there. Now, when you cut, you want to center your photo. I'm going to cut on this outside line here. You don't want to cut all the way through the top, and I'll show you why in a second. You want to stop and leave a tab at the very top center of your photo, and I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. So notice I'm not cutting right in this area. I'm going to continue to cut over here, and I'll show you why. And I learned this the hard way, so you guys are learning from my mistakes. I'm going to detach the bottom and the sides. Now, I didn't cut all the way at the top here, and the reason for that is if you cut this as a full circle and put it inside your ornament, the picture could shift, and we want the picture to always be upright. So we're just going to cut a little tab here. All right, so can you see what I did? Well, you can't see, but right here, there's a little tab of the transparency. See how it goes straight up? So we have most of the circle, and then we have that little tab there. Now you can clean it up if you want that to be more neat, but just for today's demonstration, we're not going to worry about it. Now, this is still tacky, so there's a couple things you can do. If you put this right in the ornament, it's probably not going to affect anything. But in the ornament that I made, I put a little bit of fake snow in there, and you can put glitter in there, whatever you want to do. If you would put the fake snow in there with the picture being tacky, the snow is going to stick to the picture. So what we want to do is I have my EK Success powder tool, or you want to take a little bit of cornstarch. I did a previous video showing that. And on the tacky side, so this is the smooth side, the tacky side of the back side, I am just going to cover this and take some of that tackiness, the stick, away from there. Now, the transparency is going to pick up some of that powder, the residue, but that's okay because it's not going to affect the image at all. In fact, it probably enhances the image because now you have a little bit of a background. It's not as transparent. It's kind of matte looking now. But now we know what's the back of the ornament and what's the front of the ornament. You do not have to do this. It's an optional step. Like I said, I'm putting snow in my ornament, so I don't want any of the snow sticking to the back of my picture here. So I'm just taking some of that tackiness, that stick off. So this is going to be the back of my ornament. And this is going to be the front of my ornament. So I'm going to put a little snow in here. These just pop off. Please excuse my phone beeping. And this is snow I got from one of the card kits. I believe it was a Hero Arts card kit. It's supposed to be for shaker cards, but you can get snow everywhere. And I'm just going to dump it in here. You can put glitter. You can put little fake snow. Whatever you guys want to do. You don't have to put anything. You can put tissue paper, confetti. All right, so I'm just putting a little bit in there. Now all you're going to do is curl your photo and slide it in there and hold your tab at the top. Now, if you cut your photo big enough, which I did, it should fit perfectly in here and your tab should remain up like that. Now, when I go to put the top on, the picture will not roll side to side because that tab stays up. However, on the first one I did, or if you cut the tab off and you didn't leave it there, a quick way to fix that is I just took some thread. This is just pretty silver thread. I poked a hole at the top of the photo and thread it through. And then once it's attached to the photo, I tied it to the outside neck of the ornament and then glued it down and then put the top on. And then what that string did is it kept the ornament in an upright position. And you can see some of the thread there. It's tied through. And that's because I cut this picture smaller than the size of the ornament. So this picture you can see is already starting to slide over. It's coming out there. But the thread in there now will keep it in an upright position. So it will never go upside down. It'll either, it'll go a little bit side to side, but the picture will never go upside down. And then I glued it and I put some ribbon on the outside there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2016 on the back of this and put my kids' ages and then hang that on the tree. So this one, I really don't need to put any of that thread. The other thing you can do is you can put like a glue dot and glue the top of that tab on the inside of the neck there. What that does though is it kind of keeps the picture in one place. Some of that snow static in there. And that's it, guys. It's really not that hard. You just need that printable transparency. And you can, again, put some glue around the neck. Secure that, tie some ribbon to it, and you have a floating picture ornament. So I hope you liked my tutorial, guys. Give it a thumbs up and keep on stamping.